they paying so much attention to people outside of the fray of what's happening in South Carolina. But the way you representing it, fam, you know, I told that Phi, I say, man, we got to interview this dude, and the owner of that Phi, Mike Brooks, say, man, well, you got to interview him. I ain't letting nobody else interview him. He said, you got to interview that cat right there. You got to interview him. So I was so excited, and the way you representing the South CAC, bro, it's what I've always dreamed of. You know what I'm saying? It's what I've always thought of, because we've always had our own style and our own place. So tell them what the face is, man. You represent South CAC. What the face is?
Oh, man, I'm the face of everything. And I'm not being conceited when I say that, man. I'm the face of the struggle. I'm the face of pain, the face of poverty, the face of bills being late, the face of rent being due. I'm the face of getting your kids to school late because you had a flat tire at 6:45. I'm the face. I'm the face of it all. I'm a face of you having to fix that bologna sandwich because you couldn't afford to go out that day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who I am. I'm just a realist. I'm just a realist.
Hey, hold up. Hey, I want my audience to know that's my man throwing down like that. Go ahead, bro.
I mean, it's just simple. We make things so complex. We try to take the black and white and try to put a gray line in the middle, but there is no gray line. The gray line don't exist. It's just simple. It's yes or no, stop and go, one or two. And until we start realizing that, a lot of things gonna stay tough, especially in our communities.
Wow, dude. I'm gonna tell you something, man. That Phi, we got to congratulate you, man, and support you, and we got to continue to lift you up, man, because you have a clear vision on what it's supposed to be like. You feel me?
Right.
And so, hey, man, Jimmy Lee, man, you keep doing what you're doing. And on another tip, man, what it's like when you go into other cities to perform. I want to ask you a question. If you're talking gunfire, gunplay, hoes and bitches, then you go into other cities like you're a tough guy. Whatever you experience with that type of, lingo, and then going into other cities where you're not connected with crews that's talking the same noise, and then you get there, what happens, man? What's going on with that?
Well, see, the way it works with me, technically, I've seen it, but I've never really done it, because I only speak on what I know or what I've experienced. But I've been out of town with different guys who were from other cities and states who came to places and was disrespecting their venues, screaming their gangs or their side of town or their state and not showing respect to the place they were at. And they end up getting into a conflict, sometimes ending in gun violence, sometimes just being a scuffle, or it could be minor to an argument. But either way, they still made a negative impact on their first, impression to the people. So I just feel like if it ain't real, if it ain't you, don't do it.
That's what's up, man. I think now a lot of artists are uneducated on going from city to city, not knowing that, you can start in your city, but when you take Run DMC, when they came to, back in my day, when they came to town, Dougie Fresh and all them cats came out of New York, and they started coming into South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, they started seeing a different mindset from New York.
Right.
And what they did, they adjusted. You feel what I'm saying? Because they understand everybody don't think like New York think, because we don't grow up in that environment. You feel me? So
you're right.
What would you tell somebody that's from a New York environment that's a fan? And what would you tell somebody from a South Carolina environment or a North Carolina environment or a Georgia environment or a Florida environment, how to relate to the crowds if you're an artist when you're going into those arenas? What would you tell them? How can they relate to those crowds?
The first thing I do, and I'm not telling nobody to copy me or follow me in no form or fashion. I'm just saying this is something that I do. When I get there, I get acquainted with everybody. The DJ, the owner, the bartenders, all the artists, all, the singers, the promoters, whatever, whoever's there. I'm trying to introduce myself to everybody, because before I get on that stage, I want to already have a connection with them before I even start rapping. So I feel like you should be open-minded when you go into a new state or a new city, and also you should be ready to connect. Don't be scared to speak, because the greatest thing about us is our communication with each other.
Hey, you know what, J Swag, man? Jimmy Lee, I'm gonna tell you something, man. You're profound. You're clear. You have clarity. A lot of artists you talk to, they just rapping just to rap. But I see that you have some history behind you as far as and you was raised well. I can tell that. Tell the artist what it's like to be raised well and have a father figure in your life.
Well, I know a lot of my friends, especially my close ones, they didn't grow up with their father. But my dad was there. My mother, in my case, it was opposite. My mother left when I was 7. She got 10 years spare time. I didn't see her until I was 17. So my father had to pick up the slack. You know what I'm saying? He had to be a father to me and my little sister, and he did a damn good job. It was just a matter of listening to him, not hearing him, because there's a big difference.
And man, I love, because I seen on Choices, and I was listening to Stress, and I was so impressed with what you did, man, as far as your artistry, your wordplay, and the way you put it down, man, it drew me in. And so, man, I just thank you for being a true artist, man. You have created a craft that's so beautiful, and we got to lift you up, man. So we give you high 5s and high 10s and high 15s and high 20s and high 100s, man. That Fire FM got your back, man. And when it come to Jimmy Lee, when it come to you, man, we're gonna always lift you up, man. Before we leave up out of here, man, I want to ask you one thing, man. What's your spiritual foundation, man?
Well, don't get me wrong. When I first started out, it was all for Christianity. I was a true Baptist, and then I started learning a lot more. I started gaining more knowledge to facts. So, do I believe in a creator? Yes. Do I believe in a lot of detail? Nah.
No.
I don't get caught up into, because my grandmother used to say it a lot. The devil is into detail. If you look at something from abroad, if you just look at the picture, you'll love the beauty in it. The minute you walk closer, you'll start noticing the colors and the offsets and the lines, and it'll distract you from the whole picture itself. So I don't even go into detail, or I don't look too far inside of a person and make a judgment.
Wow, that's deep, bro, because I think all that's personal. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have a personal relationship with your creator, and then when you go out into the world, you just express your phenomenon, because we're all phenomenon, and you're a phenomenon.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Man, I'm telling you, and what's some of the projects you got coming up, man, that we can get into, where the people can go to find you, all your Facebook page, your Twitter, all your stuff, everything you're doing, man. Where can we find it? Where can we go? Just give us a rundown.
Well, my debut album dropped on Spinrilla. I'm thankful for all the thousands of downloads and the thousands of views. I'm thankful for everybody who it touched and everybody who really listened to it. My second album is on Google Play, Spotify, TuneCore, everywhere, YouTube. December 17th is the title. My debut album's title was Something Different. My new EP drops December 14th, titled #For the Culture.
That's the way I got out of prison, man. Wow. Go ahead, boy. Do your thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got a mixtape series, a Jacket for Beat series called Instrumental Burglary, part 1 and 2. It's on Spinrilla right now. Part 3 will drop May 5th of 2018. Man, it's a lot. I got duo EPs coming out, more videos, more shows, more everything. I'm just thankful and I'm blessed.
Hey, you know what, man? Just make sure you keep us posted on when your show's going to be, so we can blow you up, so we can get people there, so we can get some support for you, man. And anything that Fire can do to support you, man, and lift you up and put you up there on that pedestal, not because it's about you, but because it's about your operation and what you're doing and how much you appreciate what God is giving you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, man, we love you over here at That Fire, man. And Brooks, man, and That Fire hold you down big time, man. And before we go, man, I still got to ask you maybe a couple of more things.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing, like, this weekend?
Well, my birthday weekend is this weekend, on December 17th, the day I was born.
Okay.
Also, just a little fun fact, that also was the day that Aretha Franklin dropped the song titled Jimmy Lee.
Jimmy Lee. I looked it up, boy. I'm glad you said that. Man, you done touched me now.
Yeah, my father used to make a little joke with that. He used to say, I was blessed. He used to say she spoke me into in existence. So.
In existence. So how your party gonna be, man? What you gonna do at the party? What you gonna be doing at the party, man? Let the people know what you gonna be doing at the party, because people gonna be coming to the door trying to get in free because they know Jimmy Lee. So what you gonna be doing, man? Tell the folk what you gonna be doing.
You know, of course, the turn up is gonna be real. You know, I have no choice but to grab that mic and give my fans and supporters what they want. But yeah, most of all, man, just PVO, positive vibes all night. You know, good time. You know, laughter, friends, family. You know, just all out, just great time.
Okay, look, where's this party gonna be located, man? Give us the goods, man, so some of us can show up.
Well, right now, Friday is Gravy's. Saturday is Club Icon. And Sunday might be Greenville. I don't know for sure. I'll keep you posted.
Hey, that's what's up, man. You know that if I got you back, man. I'm your host, Emanuel Prophet Soul. We chilling with my man Jimmy Lee in the building. He doing it big from from Sparkle City. Y'all know it is Spartanburg, South Carolina. Yo, man, we getting it in, man. I want everybody to give a shout out to my man Jimmy Lee. And Jimmy Lee, before we get up out of here, man, you got any more last words for your people, man?
I just want to tell everybody who's listening that I love you. Keep striving for greatness. Don't let nothing stop you or hold you against who you're supposed to be. Keep carrying forward and stay preventative.
Hey, before I leave, man, I like when you woke up out of that dream, man. He said, I had an epiphany. It's going to change the world, you know. And you looked into the camera with that American thing, with the American hoodie on, and I looked you in your eyes. I said, we're going to change the world.
That's right.
Let's change the world.
Thank you, sir.
I love
Let's
you,
do
man.
it. Let's do it, brother. I love you too, brother.
That 5 FM. Huh? Internet radio. We're in the building. Sunday night, baby. Don't get no better than this. My man Jimmy Lee. Y'all support it. Go get it, family. Peace.
Peace.